Hamel, the sacred deer of the Black Owl Plains, met his demise. And his death heralded Iskael's return. Those who fled from the wolves found themselves isolated in the Abbey. Iskael, with the power of the Star Fragment and backed by a pack of ravenous wolves, set upon them. While the people cowered in terror, Henry rose to the occasion. He had always admired Hamel's courage, and he took heart from it now, urging the others to escape. As Henry desperately battled against the wolves, Iskael rushed towards him. Henry knew of Iskael's weak point. Hamel had come to him in a dream, showing him what he needed to know, and so Henry hurled his torch at the bottles of lamp oil in the storeroom. The oil ignited instantly, and with each fiery explosion, the very ground beneath their feet trembled. Henry was caught in the flames, along with Iskael. All that remained when the others returned to the Abbey were the bones and ashes of Henry and the wolves. Now the people of Castleton hold a wolf hunting contest every year to honor the courage and sacrifice of the young hero.
Oh, Herpy, Mia Herpy. Papa do you, Herpy. Meow Buddha. Wing happy. Harumba Wasa happy. Really? Hey, do pig ma. Meow pig. Nupi maupi. We had a happy.
It is said that long ago the seeds of a flower with jewels for petals fell on an unnamed land, and it became the beautiful field it is today. Goblins have long occupied and mined this mysterious gem-rich land, and they do not hesitate to slaughter any human who dares disturb them. Long ago, the mages of Venelux built an observatory to watch the stars in the sky, but the Archaeum destroyed the tower, leaving it in ruins. It is now being used as a base for those adventuring in the Estella Fields, Carmine Forest, and the nesting grounds.
Did the watch captain really believe you? You're amazing, brother! How did you do it? Tell me your secret. Possessing a black heart. This isn't enough. Goblins always write in 3 phrases. The last sentence is torn off.
Possessing a black heart? Those goblins colluded with Archaeum. Where did you get this document?
I see. The last part is torn from this parchment. It means the order is about to be executed, but we don't know the details. How troublesome.
And goblins always perform a special ritual before a major operation, sharing the details to their members. We might be able to find out what this is all about from the ritual. A goblin agitator is leading the ritual. We'll need to figure out the meaning of the final sentence. Will you do that? Thank you. Come meet me here when you find the last piece. Oh, and watch out for the giant goblin butcher.
I did it! Don't hit me! Huh? You were the one talking to Ruby at the Starlight Observatory ruins, right? Let me introduce myself. I am Ariella. I am researching the Estella Fields monument stones and the local goblins. Ruby has been feeling uneasy lately, and the goblins have been acting strangely. Based on my investigation, they appear to be gathering here. They seem to be preparing for an important ritual, but I have no clue what that might be. Do you have any ideas? Huh? Then they're here for... that ritual? How fascinating! I absolutely must know more. I have an idea, adventurer. I will morph you into a goblin, then you can listen in on their gathering. Oh, infiltration isn't one of my strong suits. Better if I send an expert like you to find out what the goblin's objective is. Good luck.
Now, here's the last emblem. Don't forget, meet us there!
How cunning. The Starlight Observatory ruins are in a strategic spot and must be defended. Go to the Starlight Observatory ruins and let the god know about the goblins' attack plan. In the meantime, I'll gather some troops. Time is of the essence. Hurry. I'll meet you there.
What? An attack? Everyone already left under Captain Ruffalo's order. Oh no.
Huh? Where the hell did you find this? It's my armband from back in the day. Thanks for finding it. Do you mind bringing this to Ruffalo? About time this armband gets itself a new owner. He'll get more use out of it than me. Come to think of it, I don't think we've had a chance for introductions. Where are you from? Wisp Island. Do you happen to know anyone named Jan Junath? Ah, I see. Jan is my friend who used to travel around Silesium with me. If it weren't for that insidious Calanthea. That was such a long time ago. I'll see you later.
We defended the Carmine Forest. You helped protect the Starlight Observatory. And you're not even a member of the Resistance. My thanks. This is his armband. How did you get this? Captain Henson wants me to have this? Me? I don't deserve this. 10 years ago, most of the patrol members died in a plot by the Archeum Legion. Only Captain Henson, myself, Gistil, and Cicero survived. Before I knew it, I was running away. I brought in reinforcements, but it was too late. My comrades died and the captain lost an eye. Well, he's quite magnanimous. Sorry, but can I ask you a favor? I now know how Captain Henson feels. So you can return this to its true owners. To my comrades who died there 10 years ago fighting to the bitter end. I can't leave my post, so I would ask you to do it for me. You will find the monument of Gestalt and Cicero in the Starlight Observatory ruins. Please bury this armband under the monument.
After being given the armband, Ruffalo protested that it truly belonged to someone else. He asked you to deliver it to his comrades, who fell in battle a decade ago. It is time to go and find the resting heroes. Ten years ago, craftsmen in the employ of the Archeum Legion secretly visited the Resistance soldiers at the observatory, offering a huge reward for aid in stealing gems from the goblins. The soldiers, who were suffering through a famine, were overwhelmed with temptation. All but 3 of them left the camp. While the guards were away, the waiting Archeum battle platoon readied for the attack. Watch Captain Henson understood the situation all too well. He told the 3 remaining guards to flee, and one of them, Ruffalo, escaped into the woods with his head hung low. Battling against an endless sea of enemies, the 2 remaining guards died horrible deaths. Henson, who lost an eye, rose again each time he fell, sword held high. Just as Henson, gravely wounded, neared his own death, Ruffalo returned. He had not fled at all, but instead brought reinforcements who drove back the enemy forces. Although the bravery of Henson and his men saved many lives, he blamed himself for the death of the soldiers and resigned as watch captain. 10 years later, he still quietly defends the front lines and is admired and respected by the local resistance forces. Gestal and Cicero, Henson's former comrades, performed their duty until the very end. Their honor and perseverance earned them a place deep within the Resistance's hearts.
The once green forest lost its vitality and withered to a darkish red, becoming what it is today. They say that the Blood Spiders, now the masters of Carmine Forest, will capture any humans who set foot there for use as sacrifices.
To arrive soon. Oh, yes? Can I help you? Oh, goodness. It's a pleasure to meet you. I am Rutain. You really came. What a relief. I'm currently investigating a disappearance in Vienta Village. But I'm running out of time and urgently need the help of a magic wielder. So, I left Luna 17 behind and set it to communicate with me when it detects someone nearby who can wield magic. Right beside Laslan is a dominion called Stoneguard. The biggest town there is called Vienta. Recently, a child named Lucille went missing from the village. The Resistance has launched a search to find her. The problem is that even after a day of searching, there's no sign of her. We expanded the search area, and my friends and I are now investigating the nesting grounds and Carmine Forest. A monster known as Morokai lives in this Carmine Forest. If the child did come all the way out here, she's in grave danger. I've hidden mana recording devices throughout the forest to keep track of Morokai's movements. Could you please retrieve those devices for me? In the meantime, I will search Morokai's hideout for any signs of the child. I hid them in clusters of spider eggs around the forest. I made them so that only magic wielders can recover them, keeping them safe from monsters that could damage them. Dig them out of the spider eggs, and the clamps will loosen in response to your magic. Then, just bring them back to me. There's no trace of the child on this device either. This isn't good. In Morokai's hideout, I found a crumpled letter that says, "Abduct children." In any case, it seems the child is not missing, but rather kidnapped. If she's not in the forest, they might have taken her somewhere else. Oh, I must let my comrades know. Oh, you can deliver a message for me? Thank you. This way I can continue my search in the north side of the forest. A comrade of mine, Robert, is currently searching for any traces of the child in the nesting grounds. Please, pass this new information on to him.
red flowers bloom across this beautiful meadow located between Laslan and Stonegard. However, contrary to its appearance, it is home to aggressive creatures such as terror birds and quillixes, which is troubling for the merchants who pass through. Some of the survivors who fled Stonegard Castle came back to Vienta village to follow Jake Handa. Now, with a huge guild backing him, Jake Handa joined forces with Sienna Parsons, and the Stonegard Allied Resistance was born here.
What is it? I'm in the middle of an important mission, so unless it's urgent, please come to me about it another time. Robert? You should be in the nesting grounds investigating the missing child case right now. What did he say? Damn it. So, it wasn't a simple missing child case after all. One moment. I found a piece of a map while searching around here too. If we put these two together... Oh dear. This shows a staging area of the Archeum Legion. I will inform Captain Da Vinci immediately, and we will stage a rescue. Thank you for your help. I'd better contact Robert and Rutain too. What? He went to the staging area alone? That fool! Who knows how many Archeum soldiers will be there? I'm sorry to ask more of you, but could you hurry to the place on the map and help Robert? Knowing him, he might have jumped in already, though. Going alone may well get you killed. I will report to Captain Da Vinci as quickly as possible and lead reinforcements there. Thank you so much. Looking at the map, the place is over a stone bridge on the north side of the nesting grounds. I'll mark the exact location on your map.
Robert realized that this was an Archeum Legion conspiracy. After locating the children by using a discarded map piece, he asked you to bring the clues to his colleague Sophia in Vienta, while he journeyed ahead to the Archeum hideout to ensure the children's safety. Sophia said she would gather reinforcements and asked you to go and assist Robert.
Luckily, they weren't much. It's thanks to you that I survived. Actually, no, I had it all under control. But why did you come alone? Oh, someone worries too much. A reinforcement's coming. Then go. Save the children. Quickly. Be careful. I'm sure there are still some soldiers inside. Well, you can hide behind me, if you like.
Did everyone make it out okay?
Sure. You know I'm capable of that much, don't you?
Running recklessly into the battlefield, you mean?
Is that why you sent him first? Because you were worried about me?
Oh, shut up.
It's more than just a hideout. This is Zeroth's secret base.
Maybe we can find the one behind the kidnapping.
Pardon my late introduction. I'm Da Vinci Aaron, leader of the Laslan Allied Resistance Forces.
Isa!
I see. Sophia, leave with the children. You, follow me. Khazar! Khazar's evil reached this far. That can't have been an easy fight. You okay? We could take out Zeroth and rescue the children, thanks to you. But even with Zeroth's death, Khazar will never give up on Laslan. The Archeum Legion will be back. Many have gathered under the Resistance's banner to fight the Archeum. Brave, determined people, willing to risk their lives. People
just like you. And humble, too. Rumors about you are already spreading through the newer... I've heard stories about a Starborn who'd come to Castleton, and has been going around helping everyone they could find lately. Is that you? I heard what happened on Wisp Island. What happened 10 years ago, and how you went into a power frenzy. Many others in the Resistance also suffer because of this power, both from its side effects and from being hunted by Archeum. But that power has great potential too. If you join us, it may be possible to realize that potential. What do you say? I look forward to seeing you in action.
Everyone, escaped safely, Da Vinci.
Sophia will lead the children safely to the village.
Let's head back.
You're back. We've brought all the children back safely, and came back here after discussing what to do with the hideout. You aren't hurt, I hope. Thanks to you, we were able to save the children. And that fool, Robert. I thought my heart would drop right out of my... Never mind. Zeroth was the Archeum's commander, overseeing operations in Laslan. Thanks to you, the region will be safe for a while. They are really frightened, but everyone is fine. Nothing but a few minor injuries. It's all thanks to you and Robert, taking action so quickly. These plans for a kidnapping operation have the name Calanthea on them. Calanthea used to be a very infamous witch of Archeum. There were rumors that she died, so it's strange to hear her name again. Anyway, according to this, they're seeking children with star fragments to extract the power. You too? No wonder Captain Da Vinci seemed to be talking to you about it especially. I've also heard of that power. I had no idea the Archeum was so obsessed with it. Captain Da Vinci personally accepted you into the Resistance, so please, feel free to ask for help if you ever feel that you may be in danger too. The Resistance was created to fight the Archeum Legion. The truth is, the Captain saved our lives when we were young. Rutain, Robert, and I. We owe our lives to him, and we respect and admire him more than anyone else. When he saved us, I swore that when I grew up, the three of us would form a guild and become people who could be of service to him. Captain Da Vinci also encouraged us by gifting us a flag he kept with him from when he was a trainee so long ago. His support made us the force we are today. Well, thank you. But after experiencing what happened this time, I feel like the three of us alone aren't enough. I felt it even more deeply with you helping us. I think it's time for our guild to let go of the name the Terrific Trio. We are so much stronger when we stand together than when we stand alone. Our guild is greater than the sum of its members, just like Captain Da Vinci's Resistance.
Sophia congratulated you on becoming a member of the Resistance. She reflected on what an honor it was to be personally chosen by Captain Da Vinci, telling you the tales of her memories of being rescued by him as a child. She also revealed her ambition to create a larger guild in order to have the skills to stand side by side with her hero. As Ravolupius's army swept across Laslan, Sophia and Rutain, siblings whose parents had died in the war, fled for their lives and lost their way in the Spider Forest. Their childhood friend Rob searched for them, at last discovering them hanging in a spiderweb, deep in a cave. The three children struggled to undo the webs, but in the end, they were all captured by the owner of the cave, Morokai, who meant to feed them to his spiders. At the very moment they thought it was all over, they heard the clash of weapons outside the cave. Rutain's hero, Captain Da Vinci, had been tracking Morokai when he found the trail left by the children. Backed by resistance soldiers, he rushed to the rescue. The hand that reached out to them in that time of despair planted dreams of heroism in the children's minds, and they resolved to become just like Da Vinci, aiding those in need. 10 years later, the strong and ambitious warrior Sophia, the charming and agile hunter Robert, and the gentle and kind wizard Rutain became known as the terrific trio of the Resistance.
Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Well, I was thinking of making some accessories while I'm here, but I left the materials at home. Drat. I was looking forward to making an entry in my lithograph book.
Huh? You don't know what the lithograph book is? You can put equipment you don't use into the book, and receive various upgrade materials.
I heard that merchants from a faraway continent created this book to collect equipment in Silesium. Just a rumor, though. I feel like someone is watching me. Could it be one of my
The magical ritual of the Phonos Orcs, the Festival of Fire, greatly amplifies their aggression. In the past, travelers passing through here during the festival were frequently killed by the Orcs. Saddened by the deaths, Lord Hobbs built the Laslan Watcher's Post on a hill overlooking the Orc villages in order to prevent future loss of life. Terrain was a town that thrived on trade, but all that changed on the day of the funeral of the powerful wizard who devoted his life to its protection. That was the day the Solavian Order's Shadowmancers attacked, waging a great war with the town's remaining wizards. The town was destroyed, and zombies roam its ruins. This Phonos Basin is the home of the Phonos clan, one of the Orcish clans. The Phonos clan regularly holds the Festival of Fire, where they receive the blessing of Flammakan, the god of fire, to attain even greater power. Shadowmancers is now famous for traces of the Grand Elder Beluatan, who researched the secrets of immortality. Even now, it serves as the main base for the Solavian Order. If they expand their influence, they will become a great threat to Laslan. The crypt of the ancient king is now called Celeus's Abyss after Celeus, one of Gridal's 5 disciples, went into hiding there. Celeus filled the tomb with skeletons and liches and secluded himself in the depths. Nobody knows what he is doing in there. Skeletons and spectral mages wander the area around the Shattered Temple every night. They do it to search for sacrificial victims to appease their ruler Azrael, Grand Elder of the Solavian Order. Lightbringer society and the Solavian Order turned the Temple of Light and the Terrain village into ruins haunted by zombies. In order to purify this land of darkness, the wizards of Venilux built the Pure Light Tower atop a great mana stone.
Oh, what brings you here? It's me, Sophia. I've been incinerating the patient's contaminated belongings. Man, things are pretty bad right now. Anyway, what brings you here? Julio. Okay, got it. But I'm so busy right now that I'm not sure I can deliver it right away. Oh, right. Actually, now that you're here, would you mind helping me out a bit? We need to burn all the articles here, otherwise they could potentially spread the illness. Thanks for your help.
On your way now. Goodness, no. Leaving here quickly would be helpful. Sophia worries over nothing. Then check on the patients here. And in particular, if any are hearing things. Do tell me. Thank you for your help. You may go now. Everyone has different symptoms, but it must be a plague. Can't you see they're conducting research to ensure the patient's symptoms don't worsen? Green medicine? What are you talking about? Cut the crap and get out!
Who would do such a thing?
I got the message and came here right away. What happened? What are these injuries on her neck? What? The blood ritual? It can't be. I've only read about that in books. And I thought vampires had disappeared long ago. If the blood ritual was really held here, even my magic will be useless. And Sophia will end up as a ghoul. The only way to cure her is to find and kill the one who made her this way. But the problem is, an ordinary human's power is no match for a vampire. So, there used to be people called vampire slayers long ago. Oh! Wait! Maybe we can use a Guardian's Pledge. I've heard that a vampire slayer's pledge was discovered near Stoneguard Castle. In simple terms, a pledge is imbued with the power of a hero from the past. Jake Hander, leader of the Stoneguard Resistance, is a famous Guardian's Pledge collector. He may have a Vampire Slayer's pledge in his possession. Please do. You should be able to find him at Stoneguard Castle. If you intend to fight a vampire, you must borrow that Guardian's Pledge. I'll look after Sophia. Please hurry. If I know Jake Hander, he's sure to have that Guardian's Pledge.
The Lord of Stoneguard, Fernin, an Archeum ally, was famous for being a particularly harsh ruler. He would frequently order the deaths of castle workers, prompting many to flee for their lives. His reign of terror ended when the leader of the Stoneguard Resistance, Jake Hander, arrived. He and his allies drove Fernin from the castle.
Who is it? Do you have business with me? You're a cheeky one. Who do you think I am? I'm Jake Hander. Are you here for a duel? I'll give you anything if you vanquish me. What? Sophia? So that's why you needed the Slayer's Pledge. If only she'd come on as a staff officer when I suggested it, this never would have happened. Her talents are too precious to let go to waste under that staid Da Vinci. If it was strong enough to vanquish Sophia, this vampire must be powerful. Even with your Guardian's Pledge, you're gambling with your life. Will you still do it? I like your boldness. Good. I'll give you the Guardian's Pledge of Ezekiel, the legendary vampire slayer. Once you activate the Guardian's Pledge, its Guardian will inhabit your body. But that alone is not enough. The memories of a Guardian are called Pledge Loops. The more Pledge Loops you can find, the stronger the Guardian will become. You'll need to find those first before you face this monster. Ezekiel's pledge was found in the Temple of Silverth. You should go there first. Maybe the Guardian will show you around. Now, hurry. End that creature's life.
At the cliffs beside Stoneguard Castle, there is a huge underground temple built long ago. Before the war with the Lightbringer Society, it was the largest temple of Silverth in Aden. The Great War with the Lightbringer Society resulted in the deaths of most of the Shadowmancers here. Now, only a few surviving followers remain to roam the halls.
What was his name again? Ezekiel? I dispatched that fool a long time ago. So, it's you.
Leonardus!
While being bitten by a vampire, Ezekiel was saved by Scarla, the monster hunter. Despite now becoming a half-vampire, Scarla trained him to become a vampire hunter. Scarla would later be killed by Baron Leonardus, a powerful vampire lord. Ezekiel vowed to avenge her. Over the course of decades, Ezekiel became a legendary vampire slayer. He found Leonardus and began a fight to the death. But Leonardus was too strong. At death's door, Ezekiel used the last of his strength to draw a magic circle with blood and placed a Guardian's Pledge in its center. With his soul now infused in the pledge, Ezekiel became a Guardian, protecting others from vampires.
In the rocky terrain to the northwest of Stoneguard, there is a path formed by a giant sandworm passing through the rocks. We should be cautious, as there have been frequent reports of missing adventurers here recently.
The Star of Silverth. Every last piece shall be mine.
When the war between the Solavian Order and the Lightbringer Society ended, this place became a vast land of the dead. Venelux built the Pure Light Tower on a hill in the center of the area and has been attempting to purify and heal the land for hundreds of years.
event is about... Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you've been waiting for! Show us they have the hardest skull, a strapping man, or a terror bird! Let their headbutt contest begin!
Brown mica was found in the village of the stonemasons, gathered to build Stoneguard Castle. Fernan ignored the masons' warnings and dug deeply into the earth to get the brown mica, allowing the monsters sealed underground to emerge.
Oh, my. Are you all right? I'm Sienna Parsons, a wizard from the Resistance. I heard about you from headquarters.
Oh.
Such skill. You must be very strong to fight off all those Archeum soldiers on your own. The good news is, we were able to protect the Golem's heart, thanks to you. Hmm? That purple light. You have a star fragment, right? It sounds more like a predetermined turn of events than a coincidence. They say all power eventually finds its master. Here. This new power should come in handy. Your power will now react with the sealed Golem's heart. Perhaps the power of the Seal Stone can be used in the Titan Reach ruins. I intended to destroy the hidden Golem's heart, so that it would not fall into Archeum's hands. But I never imagined the one who revived the heart would actually absorb its power. This seems like fate. I hope you use your power justly. Oh, by the way, that person Henderson you met was a comrade of mine. We've gone on many adventures together. Now we're all busy doing our own things, but I'll always consider him a precious friend. There are a few things I couldn't give him when he left the Resistance. Would you mind passing them on to him? Thank you. I hid them in an old bag near the Titan Reach ruins. It's going to be hard to see him for a while since I'm busy with the constant provocations of the Archeum Legion. Please give him my best regards. Take care!
Upon reviving the Golem's heart, many Archeum forces rushed in, having sensed the mana waves it created. It was not until after you defeated them all in a fierce battle that Resistance wizard Sienna Parsons appeared. She helped you absorb the intense power of the Golem's heart and urged you to use it for good, not evil.
It's been more than 10 years since I touched this hood. Back in those days, I wasn't afraid of monsters or the Archeum Legion. Justice, danger, and the thrill of adventure. That's all I cared about. Ah. Let us drink some beer. Drink it all it's here. Raise a glass high for the victory to us. Through the hot desert, we got the treasure. After the sandstorms, we got the golem's heart in our hand. It's in our hands. The foolish tyrant was blinded by his greed. Our strategy worked to give us what we need. Let us go on our way to get us the golem's heart. Even the sandstorms won't keep us from treasure. Nothing can stop us from mighty adventure. Yes, it's true! Giant rocks in the sand do what we command. Our song will open its heart just like we planned. Through the land of the damned, filled with monsters, we will seek them to the end of this world. Let's go on an adventure! Pieces of the heart. 3, 2, 1! Golem will rise when the pieces are combined! Tear down the ramparts! Destruction to it all! Cheers of joy in the plaza will be heard around the world! Around the Thank you very much, my friend. I got everything back thanks to you. If you ever stop by the Vientus Sanctum, take a look at the tower we constructed when we were in the Resistance. We built up the tower little by little, adding to it whenever we completed another odyssey.
Vernon, the Lord of Stoneguard, who colluded with Archeum, exploited the inhabitants and ruled over them with an iron fist. The Resistance raided and seized the Vernon Archeum's army's cargo and distributed it among the people. One day, an extraordinary girl and 2 dwarves came to visit Vernon. The girl said that if she received funding, she would use it to find a legendary stone called the Heart of the Ancient Golem, build a giant golem, and subdue the Resistance. Though originally filled with doubt, Vernon ended up giving her a substantial sum after watching her golem's performance. The girl's company unraveled the secret of the monolithic boulder. Along the way, a rock struck Henderson and rendered him unconscious. Although they were chased by Chernobog and braved many perilous adventures, in the end, they acquired the stone. After completing the giant golem, the girl made Vernon dance in a huge chest and chant a spell, explaining that it was a ritual that would bind him to the golem, making him its owner. Vernon emerged from the chest, and the giant golem broke down the gate. All at once, the Resistance flooded in and captured the castle. The girl was revealed to be Sienna Parsons, a Resistance member and genius engineer. Even now, when you visit Vienta village, you can still hear tales of her adventures sung by Sienna's comrade-in-arms, Henderson Harmon.
The Moonlight Oasis, located in the very center of the Moonlight Desert, was formed by the powerful archwizard Soren Warnack. In the past, the oasis drew in many tourists, but current visitors to the area are primarily interested in gathering moonlight scales from the nearby creatures. Wizards combating the dark magic built a barrier magic circle at the Sanctum of Desire, resulting in the sudden appearance of a waterfall. This resulted in the creation of a small pond with water pristine enough to drink. Naturally, it became a place of respite for desert merchants, as well as geographers and archaeologists during their expeditions. head of the Stonemasons Association, Sienna Parsons, learned about the power sealed in the Titan Reach ruins. As a former senior wizard of Venelux, she awakened the sealed power with the golem's heart and crafted a giant golem that was decisive in ousting Fernan. This place was the largest granary in Stoneguard, with a water source that spanned the entire Dominion. But one day, the cursed rain fell and the water source was tainted. The wizards of Venelux cut off the water supply with giant monoliths to prevent the contamination from spreading. The area quickly turned into the desert it is today.
There she is. Finally!
Off at them.
The huge shipwreck visible from the Dawn Cliffs is a constant reminder of a dead pirate king's greed. The wreckage's enormous hull and broad, torn red sails tell of the former glory of the ship's captain, the pirate king Adelico. This place used to be a rich forest where elves and Mittrans lived. The elves invited humans into their domain, but the humans, blinded by greed, started a war and ultimately torched the forest, reducing it to the wasteland it is today.
Oh, you're here. You've kept me waiting quite a while. Did you kill the demon? I see. You really did it. I'm impressed that you defeated Resieth. The demon of knowledge. That just isn't possible. The demon you met was Resieth, the demon of deceit. I've already warned you not to listen to anything that demon might say to you. Don't you understand? The demon must have placed that journal right where you found it to confuse you. It seems the demon of deceit is living up to its title. Havris was here 100 years ago. It's long since perished. The demon that you killed is known as Resieth. I've no reason to lie about that. You're a stubborn one, aren't you? And yet, it was that stubbornness of yours which got you to kill Havris, so I won't blame you. Foolish human. Now that you're no longer of any use to us, I'll relieve you of that star fragment.
fragment is mine!
One stormy night, 6 Shadowmancers gathered atop a tower. Envious of Junobote's demonic covenant, they summoned their own demon. Resiath offered sweet words and whispered promises. They killed each other to win her favor. In the end, the last Shadowmancer standing became a monster, unable to control her power. This attracted the attention of Havrez. As holder of Junobote's covenant, he attacked Resiath to ensure control of all the star fragments in the mortal realm. Severely wounded, Havrez fled, disguising himself as a human. Resiath then proceeded with her master plan. To resurrect the demon goddess Siliveth. Now possessing the body of Venelux wizard Alea, Resiath has begun the hunt for star fragments.
It may look ordinary, but it is a dangerous area where many adventurers lose their lives due to attacks from demons and monsters. Merchants in this area are especially cautious about Malakar, who is said to be the eye of Junobote. Near the Mana Waste lies the entrance to a sanctum. It is said to lead to the demon worshippers' hideout from long ago. It is unknown what sorts of horrors now live in the sanctum, as most of the adventurers who enter are never seen again. The Lycans of Greyclaw Forest were not initially hostile to humans, but some foolish settlers attempted to take sacred Lycan ancestral land. They also tried to destroy the sacred moon monuments, their source of power for generations. Since then, the Lycans have become openly hostile. People started to call this settlement the Kanina Village, celebrating the fangs they looted from Lycans they battled here long ago. Currently, the Stoneguard allied resistance forces use it as a stronghold to block invasions by the Arkidu clan. The Arkidu clan of orcs takes their name from their home in the Arkidu Valley. They once tried to unify the other orc clans, but ultimately betrayed them all. They made a pact with Khazar's Archean Legion. This alliance has resulted in mass devastation and thrown the world into chaos.